The Lone Star first, I guess, was developed, was it 3 years ago? Somewhere in there. And I've been using a variety of different amps forever, and in the studio and live. And I'm blessed with a good friend of mine named Steve Mueller, who is one of the chief guys at Mesa Boogie. Hands-on everything, so to speak, but he's always kind of running amps by him. He said, "Hey, check this out, this new amp, you know." And so he loaned me his prototype Lone Star one day. It was a combo amp, and I took it out to a gig my trio, the Andy Timmons Band, was playing in Dallas. And it's one of those things, you hear about love at first sight, but love at first here, I suppose, with the amp. I played the amp that night, and just wonderful things happened musically. And after the gig, I'd never had that many compliments on my tone ever. And so I kind of knew I'd found an amp that was going to be it. And I've been using it nonstop ever since. And I've said in many interviews that if I were to have a desert island amp, this would definitely be it, for its flexibility and just for the awesome tone. As you've heard, the clean channel is stellar. 6L6, just great, clean. And what's so great also about when I'm switching over to the lead channel, it's not overly saturated gain, but just a really warm, thick lead tone, which I tend to, whenever I plug into the lead channel of an amplifier, I'm always dialing off treble and dialing off presence and cranking the bass all the way up. If you notice, the bass is almost off the way I've got it set up now. That's without any pedals in front of it. That's just the tone of the Lone Star itself with the echo and the loop. And of course, we're in a small studio right now, so the amp really isn't even on. But even at this level of volume, it's just unbelievable. Chord work has nice dynamics and articulation. Okay, so now I'd like to explain the stiletto and how I'm running that. It's a wonderful, wonderful EL34 based amp, which I believe is Mesa's first EL34 based amp. And I'm using it in several different ways. As I mentioned, with the GCX system, I bring a couple different pedals in and out from between the Lone Star and the stiletto. And in the top channel, I've got it set up for just a loud and clean sound. Let me demonstrate that. It's a great killer clean sound for EL34s. It's amazing. One thing I want to point out, even before I demonstrate all the other sounds with the stiletto, the thing I like about it the most is how articulate it is. It's a very fast amp. It's such a high plate voltage that it's just very immediate. I mean, every little thing that I try to pull out of it, it happens exactly at that moment. So a lot less sag. You can set up for spongy on it as well, but the way I've got it set, I just really like its attack. But in front of the clean channel, what I've got is an old TubeWorks tube driver, which you can see kind of peeking up in the rack back here, and set up for all the gain. And it's a tube-driven distortion device, so it has another really nice, warm, fat quality to it. With a nice bite as well. So that's one particular sound, and that's really how a lot of the Resolution CD was recorded. Loud, clean EL34s with a tube driver and tape echo. But this great stiletto also has a killer crunch mode. I mean, as with lots of boogie stuff, you've got very, very cool options. It does very standard, basic EL34 tones, but a lot of variation as well. And I've got the second channel set up on the tight gain mode, which really just has a killer thing on its own. So, I'm quite pleased with my variety of tones here, and but just check it out when you get a chance. I think you'll really enjoy it.